Okay, this is the question about the London Eye and measuring the shadow length. Okay, first of all, how do you calculate the diameter using information? Well, the person measuring does 170 steps, and each step is 0.74. Therefore, we just multiply them together. 170 times 0.74 equals 126 meters. Suggest two reasons why this value may not be accurate. There's a whole range of answers. I'm just going to list a few. Okay, so the possible reasons are miscounted the number of paces, guessed or estimated the pace length, there was uneven pace length, measure the shadow, not the wheel, rounded the answers up to the nearest metre, the ground might not have been flat, shadow is different at different times of day, the shadow is changed during measuring, may not have walked in a straight line, may not have walked across the centre of the shadow. Okay, second part. Suggest one way that the student could have improved the method to give a more accurate value. Okay, one improvement that the student could improve on the method is to there's a mistake here. Repeat and remove any anomalies. Check the measurement of pace length. Use a tape measure or trundle wheel, step counter, or use GPS. Okay, next you have to plot the data, and you get marks for the following. You get 1 mark for label and units, correct label and units on the graph. You get 1 mark for a suitable scale chosen. So with your scale aiming to maximize the size of your graph, okay, to use up more than 50% of the grid. You get 2 marks for plotting correctly. If you make a mistake, if you're half a square out, then you lose 1 mark for every error you make. And then you need a nice smooth line of best fit through your data, much smoother than the one I've drawn. Okay, the diameter of the wheel is the maximum you see on your graph, which is 120 meters. Okay, so from your graph you've found that the estimated height is 120 meters, and is this consistent with the diameter of the London Eye? It was 122 meters. Yes, because if we look back at the beginning of the question, it says the altimeter can measure height to the nearest 5 meters. That means that there's an uncertainty with measuring height, 5 meter uncertainty. So we are within 2 meters of 122, which is within the tolerance, or it's within the error zone, or the uncertainty of the altimeter reading. And also from the graph, the reading might not have been at the very top